Hey, what's going on, y'all? I figured it's time. It just seems to work this way. Eric Taylor, Taylor to You Coaching, trying to finish up this Uranus series. Today, I'm doing Uranus in Leo, Leo the Lion. We're talking, 1955 to 1962. You know, it overlaps with retrogrades because Virgo came in at 61 and went back. But from 55 to 62, Uranus in Leo. And we're going to go for a spin around, and it is definitely windy. I'm telling you, you can't make this stuff up. The wind comes whenever I do Uranus videos. As above, so down below. That's the flow. Check how you go. Like always, please subscribe, ring the bell, join my Patreon family, my YouTube family. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter at Taylor2C, and at Big 3 Astrology. And check out my Big 3 Astrology service, my Big 4 Astrology, business birth charts, the whole nine. Everything's down below in the description. Read it, please, por favor. All right? So, Uranus, right? Sir William Herschel and his sister Caroline. Look, it's liberation, freedom, sociology, sudden events, tornadoes, hurricanes, windstorms, earthquakes. I mean, everything. It's the rebellious energy, thinking outside the box, seeking freedom, progression, innovation, technology, brilliant, weird, unique thought. And I mean brilliant. And Uranus is at home in Aquarius. So it's in detriment here in Leo. And that means we got to do some Leo things and do a spin around and da-da-da-da-da and just kind of go with it. Go with Uranus. Go with Leo. Go with the energy. Because, think about this time. Think about what was brewing as we were getting to get into the rebellious, revolutionary energy of the 1960s, right? So, right after this, we lost Kennedy, Uranus and Virgo, right? And then that whole Uranus and Virgo time and Pluto and Virgo is when we lost the Four Horsemen. I always talk to you about that, right? JFK, RFK, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. But Uranus and Leo, just to give you a couple of famous people, I mean, come on. Barack Obama, Michael Jackson, Prince, Jim Carrey, Madonna, George Clooney. I mean, Sade. There's not much to say, besides that. 55 to 62. These people, there's something else. So, but understand, this is a time where everyone wanted to be dynamic, dramatic. This is sudden, not just events, but what's Leo? Ruler of the fifth house, fixed fire. There's nothing fixed about Uranus, right? Now, Aquarius, it's called traditional ruler Saturn, but there's nothing fixed about Uranus. It breaks all social norms, right? And Leo in itself, perfect that President Barack Obama is on this because it breaks society norms. And this is when he was born. It was destined the fuel for him to be the first black president. Now, if you notice, the president and the vice president, neither one of them are from African-American slavery descent. It's African Caucasian for Obama, and then Kamala, it's Jamaican and, Indian, So it's not neither one, president or vice president, of African American slavery descent. Just a little something, I pay attention. But anyway, these people, this time, this energy, It's a whole bunch of chiefs and kings and presidents, leaders, but nobody wants to be led. Everybody want to be the boss. They want to push the envelopes of creativity. Michael Jackson, Prince, and Madonna are the best examples. They were MTV, BET. When they dropped the video, everyone stopped. When Michael dropped, and you guys can't even relate now in this time, because there's no one central time, right? When you guys watch videos, when an artist drops videos, the evolution and the revolution of an artist coming out with an album, right? And it coming out every Tuesday, Friday at independent record stores, but every Tuesday, and them dropping a new video for a single was, I mean, you know, Like a Prayer for Madonna with Leon in it. And I interviewed Leon on my sports radio show back in the days. Hard to guard, my boy Edgar. Yo, Leon's a cool brother. You got to understand, this is, and I think Kool Herc is in this generation, right? The godfather of hip hop. I heard they just did the museum in the Bronx the other day. This is what we need, hip hop, man. Respect the scribes, all right? Form the Dead Poet Society or the Live Poet Society. The rhyme should be up on walls to entertain all of y'all for the lyrical brawl, raw from the jaw. But, you know, Prince, when he released the Kiss video, I mean, this was the time where everyone would be watching the same thing at the same time. That doesn't happen now. I mean, the most we get with that is like the Super Bowl, you know, and that still is a tradition, even with all this technology and Instagram and people, you know, Apple and Amazon Prime and Hulu and this and that, Netflix. Super Bowl is the only thing that you can say, for the most part, live event, everyone's watching it at the same time. And you have Oscars, Grammys, and stuff like that, but they don't get the ratings like they used to. Uranus in Leo, super pushing the envelope to the creativity, to what it was to be a child at that time. That pushed the fuel to create a Madonna, a Michael Jackson, a Prince, a Clooney, a Sade. The end of the 50s, going into the early 60s, right? You were starting to get the formulation for the technology to get the color TVs, right? You're getting advancements in cars. Society was starting to get really kind of bold in its dynamic, extravagant, dramatic, you know, styling, fashion. Think of Jackie Onassis, you know, Jackie Kennedy. This also, because Leo is not just creativity and drama, it's politics, authority, right? That's the sun. So the heart was changing. The heartbeat of America, right? Civil rights, human rights. Yeah, it took off in Uranus and Virgo, but it was popping Uranus and Leo. And these people were going to innovate politics, entertainment, all of it. You know, talk to these people, ask them about that energy, because there is a level of complete brilliance, right? In terms of their creativity, in terms of them getting their spotlight, their energy, right? They are the sun. The sun shined on Michael Jackson and Madonna and Prince. You know, rest in power. We only got Madonna left. But we're talking about a willingness to be bold in their arrogance, in their creativity, in sort of their self-opposed, dramatic, almost like, you know, walking cinematic people. You know, this is electricity. That's the way I would describe Prince, Michael Jackson, and Madonna. They were electric. It's bigger than, you know, what you see now. I don't even think the only thing close is Beyonce. You know? But it's hard to put into words for you guys. But ask your older siblings or ask your parents, grandparents about 55 to 62, but about these people that were born at this time. And then how, you know what I mean? We saw it with Barack, but just the mark of these people, their light, you know? Now, there is definitely, I think, a sense of, because rebellion is, right, Madonna having Jesus depicted as black. For most of us, we're like, yeah, well, what else do you think he is? I mean, you know, this whole lie of like a European Jesus is ridiculous. But just start to understand what she was doing. Start to understand what, you know, what was brewing in society, you know? I mean, not just breaking social norms, but breaking the concepts of what is expected of an artist, a child. You had to be bigger than life. That's why they were icons. There aren't really icons anymore. These people were iconic and still are. I mean, I love Lady Gaga, but she, you know, she can even sing better than Madonna, but she's totally copied her. Nobody, Miguel and other artists, Bruno Mars, they want to be like Prince, but you can't be like Prince. There's nobody. And God knows, Chris Brown, Usher, Timberlake, ain't nobody Michael Jackson. It's just not possible. I want you to kind of get that. And so, you know, for these people, if you get to show this to Barack and different people, get to see it, we need you to keep pushing the envelope politically, creatively, the social norms. You know, they're brought in the technology and innovation of the arts, of the sort of paparazzi and electricity around fame. That's what this was. And that's what even brought in with sort of, you know, how they called JFK and Jackie, you know, Camelot, right? The king and queen of America. Because they brought in this attractiveness to American politics and power that we've never had. That's Uranus in Leo. And what's so fitting, he was trying to do crazy things that probably got him killed. Trying to get rid of the Federal Reserve, trying to, you know, rebel against going to war with Cuba, trying to have him and his brother break up the mafia and the illegal gambling rackets. That's revolution. That's radical. That was Malcolm X at this time. You know? They, Uranus in Leo is different, man. Not because it's a detriment. They pushed a lot of people away. They maybe created the super ego in a way that is unhealthy. You can look at it in multiple ways. And I think we have to. When you're kind of looking and judging life and history and people. Okay? So, Uranus and Leo, thank you. Thank you, Obama. Thank you, Madonna. Thank you, Clooney. Come on, I mean, and there's more people, you know, but Jim Carrey, he's Uranus and Leo, telling us the truth about, I grew up in Canada, you know, social medicine wasn't that bad. Ain't nobody died. My mom took me to the dentist and a doctor. Speaking the truth, which is, you know, comedy in this country because we already have socialism with Medicare and Medicaid, Social Security. I don't know, you know, Americans are dumb sometimes, really don't know stuff or just speak on stuff and not even thinking. So, but Jim Carrey, genius. Let me show you something. Let's just say we light this camera on fire. Fire Marshal Bill, Living Color, which I almost got on and they canceled the show in '94 in May. Come on, man. Your boy with the sketch comedy characters. Tough as nails. I'll smack you in your freaking stupid jaw. But Jim Carrey, Liar, Liar, Pet Detective, all of it. Truman Show, brilliant. Brilliant actor, brilliant comedian. I liked him back since Once Bitten, but that's the energy that this is. That's the people. And also think about it. This was, you know, after unions were formed, but the changing of it, you know, changing how we were dealing with the kids, changing high schools and colleges. Uranus and Leo, you know, was kind of shaking up politics and the political system. And this energy is what brewed Barack. But it was trying to stop the hoses on black people and the dogs and all this craziness, which was going on into the 60s. Uranus and Virgo, but the movement was birthed this time from Rosa and Bayard Rustin and so many others. Research your history. I mean, people were putting in work, you know, way before, and, you know, way further back than that. Uranus and Leo, your generosity and your arrogance is bigger than life, and is bigger than life. And I think these people, they also have big hearts, okay? Very big hearts. Michael and Prince, you can't get more iconic than that. Two of the most talented human beings in world history, let alone American history. And at its core, these people want to push society forward to seek liberation and freedom. to be able to live and exist and speak from your heart and creativity. That's American. That's liberation. That's outside the box. That's black sheep. That's Uranus in Leo. Dopeness. The birth of hip hop. Cool Herc and Sugar Hill Gang. Alright? Alright, Uranus in Leo. That's the electricity coming on. And the wind. There are no accidents. It's time to go with the flow. You know what I'm saying, baby bro? It's time to watch some NBA playoffs. So please subscribe, check out everything. I appreciate you. Catch me lives. Next weekend I'll start with this Wednesday. I'll be on probably the lunar eclipse, the 26th. 7:14 in the morning, West Coast, 4:14. Check it out. Super blood, it's gonna be dope. Okay? Beautiful signs. It's gonna be big. Taurus, Scorpio rising, big. Gemini, Virgo, Sag, Pisces, it's gonna be big. Get ready. Mercury retrograde, the 29th. There's a lot going on. Hit me up, taylor2coaching@gmail.com. Book your services. And I just love connecting with you guys. If you haven't seen any of my lives yet, come on, it's fun. You know, I pick topics, talk about different things, take your questions, answer questions, some free astrology, insight, tips. And yeah, maybe we'll talk about some Uranus energy. I got after this, Uranus and maybe Cancer and then Taurus left. And then we're done with the series. Eric Taylor, Taylor to You Coaching. Thank you for the creative, bold, arrogant, braggadocious, dramatic, extravagant, lyrical beasts, dancers, orators. They can do anything. Dancing, movement, creativity. Like, Prince played every instrument on his first album. Every. I saw Prince and Madonna live. Insane. That's Uranus in Leo. Thank you. Uranus in Leo. Thank you. Eric Taylor. Taylor to You Coaching. Peace. Dance with it. Rock with it. Later.